So, welcome back to another episode of
Fanfics and Friends. Today we're talking about getting into slumps, reading slumps. When you just feel like you can't read anything or watch anything. I feel like that happens too. But
yeah, or
specifically reading, especially fan fiction. I
Yeah.
feel like you're in the middle of something devastating, or you finish something devastating and you're like, I can't. I need a break from heartbreak.
yeah. Sometimes it's something you've read and you're like, I gotta have a break. Sometimes though, life just be lifing.
Yeah.
And you're like, life is lifing so hard that I can't even escape life right now. I have to be fully present and it sucks. And that's tough.
Yeah.
So, when those happen.
I managed to escape life this week. And I actually sent the fic to Bailey. We mentioned it in our last episode.
Yeah, our last episode.
It's called Earth's My Toast Heroes. It's by Anonymous. And listen, I feel like I introduced these kind of fics to you.
Yes, and I'm obsessed with them.
I think they're hilarious. Chat fics, where...
Not chat noir.
No, we're gonna get to that. Hold on. Chat fics where it's basically like a string of like texts or like a chat room. There is no actual writing in like a paragraph sense or in like a...
You're just reading the receipts.
It's hilarious. There can be plot, which is actually really interesting to read just texts and like find the plot in them. And like it's one thing to have a fic that has a chat or text portion to it. When the whole fic is that, there's just something so goofy about it. There's just something so good and so stupid.
And it was so good to get out of a slump because I hadn't read.
But this isn't really reading to that extent. Because
you're reading sentences at a time.
Read the opening bit of chapter 4 there.
I'm not a furry has sent a message to Earth's My Toast Heroes.
And that's like how your chapters open all the time.
It's iconic.
It's the fic itself, we're not really going to talk about it a ton.
Yeah.
But
I mean, go read it. If it's something interesting, it's Avengers 20... Well, actually,
no,
it's not 2012.
It's an Avengers chat fic, but it's like post...
I think Thanos.
It is post Thanos.
Yeah.
Because somebody mentions...
Yeah.
I don't remember what they call him. They might have called him Purple Potato Head or something specific.
Yeah.
But
it's post Thanos. Everyone's alive and happy.
Everyone's in the chat too. Like,
yeah,
they
everybody.
add Steve and then they add Tony and somebody's like, are you guys okay? And they're like, yeah, bro, when you defeat Thanos, you're kind of chill about everything.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, that's fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, T'Challa's in it and his sister that I forgot the name of.
Shuri
Yeah.
and Peter Parker make the chat.
Yeah.
That's the beginning of the...
They're the instigators.
It's them like talking like, oh my gosh, we should have a chat with everybody in it.
Yeah.
So they add like T'Challa, who adds... I don't remember if T'Challa adds anybody, but Peter's range of contact is this big.
Yeah, it's... T'Challa adds Bucky.
Oh,
he only has Bucky, and then Bucky adds Steve.
And somebody else, but I don't remember who.
Maybe like Nat?
No, Tony adds Nat. Either way, it's so silly. But it's not like high investment because you're not, you don't have to read like thick chapters at a time.
You can really read one shot. They're like a bunch of one shots, really. At least the way that this is.
The way this one is written, yes.
Yeah.
What was the chat fic? The My Hero chat fic was murderous. It was so funny. Right, one, it's a bunch of high schoolers chatting about absolute random stuff. Right, all the drama in their lives. They keep adding other people, so it's like class 1A's chat, and like, I think Deku sends something in that chat that is not meant for that chat. And so then the whole class is like, what? Explain what you meant. And they're like, but it's all chat, right? There is nothing else. But it's jumping between, unlike this one, it jumps between the class 1A chat and then like the Deku squad chat and the Baku squad chat and then like the teacher chat. And the best part, honestly, my favorite part about that fic is actually all the usernames because they're just ridiculous. I don't remember anybody's, but like Snipes might be Pointy Pointy Shooty Shooty Man or something. Like, they're all ridiculous. In this fic, right, so I'm not a furry. At this point, it's Peter Parker. Because of the previous... I'm in chapter 4. The previous chapter, they explain furries to Thor. Anyway. Shuri is Meme Lord. Tony's is the Tony Stark. And me is what Peter changes his name to. He's going through a crisis. Steve Rogers is Steve Rogers. Who else?
Bucky's was originally the sad white man.
I think he just makes it Bucky.
It's like just Bucky or something.
I think so. Bruce Banner is BB. Arrow Guy. I feel like that's obvious. Go Clint. Nat is Nat. Falconista, who only rolls up at the end of every chapter. He's like, I missed it all again. And the first time he rolls up, though, I think Bucky's like, why don't you leave? And it's just perfect for them.
So good.
I don't remember. I think Thor's is all caps, Lord of Thunder. I'm trying to remember what happens in this. Oh, this chapter. This chapter is Peter Parker selling out and giving Thor editor permissions so that he can kick Loki out of the chat. But he does it for a hug. Thor's like, I'll come give you a hug. Tell me what you are. I'll Bifrost in. And Peter's like, I'm sorry, guys. Okay. And then, like, I think somebody's taking pictures. Like, somebody has pictures, like, probably Aunt May. She's, like, taking pictures of them, like, hugging. That's ridiculous. So, I don't know. Oh, it's God of Mischief.
Loki keeps getting kicked in and out of the chat. Yeah, he didn't even really want to be there.
No, until he did want to be. He wanted to be there in this chapter. Because Peter and Shuri are like, he's an icon. He's the icon.
Oh,
he has to be in the chat. And then, favorite thing ever, he rolls up in the chat. And Shuri's like, an icon. Peter's like, the icon has arrived. And Thor's like, stop encouraging him. God of Mischief, too late. God of Mischief, I've been encouraged. I've been encouraged. It's so funny. Of course, it's the all caps. Hi, Mr. Loki. He's like, what?
Mr. Loki.
Thor, all the punctuations possible is what Thor is using. And I'm like, would Thor use punctuation?
I know he's rolling up with semicolons.
I feel like he's like, this Thor is almost more, this is super weird. He's not like MCU Thor. He's like
Thor.
No, he's like comic Thor. He's very like proper and like, Whereas I feel like movie Thor is like, yo. But that's not here or there. It's just this is the stupidest thing ever. It's the stupidest thing ever. Loki's first introduction in this fic was him threatening Thor if he didn't find him ice cream, I think.
Yeah, he was looking for the ice cream. And
Thor was like, check the outside freezer. And he was like, we have an outside freezer.
What?
Yeah. Anyway, chat fics, highly recommend. But I went looking for a chat fic because I think they're so silly. I'm really proud of you, Miraculous fandom. But man, when I typed chat and did not type fic because I just assumed all of it was involving Chat Noir. I was like, guys, one, how many tags involve him? How many tags involve this man? And or woman, whoever is playing Chat Noir at the time, okay? Because I guess, anybody with the Miraculous is technically chat. But like, still, there were so many. I had to type fic. I was like, chat fic, text fic, please. Not Chat Noir. Not Chat Noir.
Not Chat Noir.
No. Adrian Agreste, go away. Oh my gosh, that show was crazy. But proud of you guys for
keeping it alive. Actually, is it still going on?
Yes. So not hard challenge, but y'all go crazy. Oh, who is that writer? Daphne Eden? She was all over that for a while. Yeah, I know weird stuff. My Pinterest goes crazy with her art too.
Pinterest goes crazy. Period.
Yeah.
Called out.
Ooh.
Gagged and dragged.
Speaking of Pinterest, I don't know if I can find it or if I saved it. But it's a great example of why fanfiction is so easy to read. I just don't know if I can find it.
Are you talking about the one that's like...
That Tumblr post.
Yeah.
It's a Tumblr post that ended up on Pinterest because that's how Pinterest works. It's just Tumblr posts. It says, fanfiction is so wild because I'm like, I'm not in the mood to read a book. I'll just read a 28K word fic instead. Which is like, 4 books. Look, to start a book, you have to make room in yourself for new characters and new worlds. Do I look like I have the emotional energy for that? Do I look like I can trust like that right now? Just show me the things I already pay good returns. I know pay good returns on my investment, except I also want to read something new, so I guess they can be in a coffee shop this time. This is it. You've put it into words.
And that's what I'm saying. A bookstore that would separate their books with tags and tropes would go crazy.
Yeah, I feel like Barnes & Noble's kind of understood that.
A little bit with their
the little tags they put under stuff. But also, they're still organized.
But I'm talking whole sections. Her comfort. Like, just do the main tags.
Enemies to lovers.
Enemies to... Yeah, we kind of... yeah. Well, I went through the whole range of emotions right there.
I don't know what that was about. But then you can still organize by genre within the tag, right? It's her comfort, but this is science fiction. This is fantasy. This is historical fiction. Like nonfiction. I don't know how you would nonfiction that, but hey, I'm sure it exists somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. But yeah, you could totally do that.
And maybe you would get more people reading new books when they don't feel like they have the mental capacity for it. I don't know.
I don't know if that would help with that specific energy, but I think that's why fanfiction is easy to get back into, easier than like opening a fresh book
Mm-hmm.
because you are comfortable with those characters. You don't have to create new space for them. You don't have to learn new things. You don't have to learn new names.
No.
You don't have to learn new magic systems or social classes or anything like that. You're like, this is what I know. And then you can put it in other places. Modern AUs, alternate universe. Stick them in any kind of situation. DH. Make them older. There's so many like potential things you can do to characters that you already know.
Yeah.
Plus all the situations you could throw them in. What was one of the major things? Super Hulock? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Is it Superman, Doctor Who, and Sherlock?
No, that was so interesting.
that's
You were really close with the Doctor Who and Sherlock. No, it's Supernatural. Doctor Who and Sherlock. And I don't even know if there's fanfiction for Super Hulock, but it was such a niche specific time on Tumblr. But the crossover would go crazy.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Right? Supernatural beings, which the Doctor is, and then Sherlock. But specifically like BBC's Sherlock, not like just any casual Sherlock Holmes. Right. Although you could. But also they kind of did that. What was that one movie? Sherlock. It was a Christmas special. I think it's called The Abominable Bride.
The third one?
Yes,
the third
Abominable Bride.
Yeah, see, okay. It was almost like Sherlock AU. They go back to when Sherlock Holmes is originally set. But it's like, it's not actually what happens, of course. It's just Sherlock in his mind palace solving an old crime to solve a current crime. But super fun. Super
Mind
fun.
Palace.
Have you? You haven't, but you should. I don't even know if they're still around. Hillywood on YouTube. It's a pair of sisters, Hannah and Hindi. I think, is that right? No, Hindi's their last name. Hannah.
Is it an H?
It might be Hannah and Hilly Hindi. I don't remember for sure. It's a pair of sisters. They do a bunch of parody music videos, but it's with pop culture things. So like they did a Pirates of the Caribbean one. They did Sherlock. So it's Thrift Shop by Macklemore, but like Sherlock. One, the costuming goes crazy. Two, they were on location for almost half of that music video, which is insane. Also, they had a guest appearance from Mr. Moffat himself, which is also insane. Yeah, I know. They
went crazy.
No, they went, but it's like these silly little goofy songs. So funny. Not relevant to what we're talking about, but you should check out Hillywood on YouTube. It's so silly.
The only YouTube parody that I continue to think about and that haunts me every day of my life, because they still play the song in stores. Not the parody, they play the actual song. I don't even know what the name of the actual song is, but it goes like, baby tonight.
So you just got me falling in love again. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the parody?
I couldn't tell you that. It's a Minecraft parody.
It was Tobuscus.
Yeah, Tobuscus.
Yeah. Baby tonight the creeper's gonna blow us up again.
You know when I think of Tobuscus, I think of the Assassin's Creed song thing he did. It's like the game almost, but he sings you the opening animation credits for the game. It's hilarious. Old Tobuscus was so funny. ASDF. Everybody do the flop. So funny. No, llama, no. The aliens are attacking. No, this is so not okay for me to say. Like, I just meant generally, like, this is copyright, I guess.
I have no idea.
I don't either. Throw the cheese. That ASDF was so good.
I don't know where we were. Anyway, reading slumps?
I feel like everything, like it all kind of full circles, because if you're in a slump, you're like, okay, and then you start a new anime or a new TV show, or you start reading a new book and you're like, it's time to find fan fiction for this.
Yeah.
It gets you back into it.
I can't even get like, no, I'm the worst. I can't even get an episode into something before I'm like,
let me see if us watching Fruits Basket.
Me watching Skate Infinity.
You watching Orange High School Host Club? You were like, Kiyoya? Bro, his little, actually,
he terrifies me.
It's not Kiyoya. It's actually just J. Michael Tatum.
No, actually, I did not, in fact, look up IMA fanfiction.
He's not IMA.
Who is he? What?
IMA is All Might, bro.
Who's All Might? What's his name?
Christopher Sabah.
Oh, who's J. Michael Tatum? Oh, I mean, I know who he is, but who else is he?
Okay, well, he's in AOT. He's Erwin, which gives a great speech in that. He's in Free. He's Rei Ryugazaki, the glasses guy that you probably haven't met. He's in My Hero Academia. You would never read, well, you probably wouldn't read fanfiction about who he plays. He plays Tenya Ida.
Yeah.
As the second eldest Ida's son. You would not do that. Oh my gosh, who else does he play? Oh my gosh, you've never seen Kami-sama Kiss? But he's in Kami-sama Kiss?
Have I not?
No. And I'm not sure you would... you might be opposed to that. It's like, you know, an ancient cat boy.
Not a furry.
Do we need to talk about Kyo? Or Gure? Or Hattori? Not a furry, though.
Yeah, scaly.
Scaly. But Gure is a furry. He's a dog.
Well, Avi, he's not even on the board. He's not even allowed on the board. So
He's close. He's visible.
there are actually worse problems
He's
than him
visible
being
from
a
the
furry.
board. Yeah, there's way more problems than him being a dog. And it's him being a dog.
Okay, either way,
J. Michael Tatum,
slays.
he does. And he's the reason you like Kyoya, because they animate Kyoya very slay, but he does a really good job in that English dub.
He's so terrifying.
Is he in?
He's so psychotic.
Is
Honestly,
he in FMAB? I don't think he's in FMAB. Kyo is in FMAB.
Kyo's also in My Hero.
Yeah, he's
Little rat.
a rat mouse bear. He's in. I was shocked when he rolled up in Free. I was like, get out. Get out of here. He's Momo Makoshiba, I think is his name. He's got orange hair, and I was like, wait a minute. The parallels are strong. Cat to fish, cat to fish.
I gotta rewatch that show.
You just watched it.
I know. I gotta rewatch it. It's just so good.
You could.
I will. I can't, actually.
Just Hattori on the board.
Hattori.
I'm not sure any of them else deserve to be on the board. Ayame could never go on the board.
Ayame is hilarious.
Oh, he's funny. I want
He would have to
Ayame's
be in like a
energy.
whole separate section of just like icons.
The
like-
icons board.
Yeah. We gotta get a couple, I guess, more photos.
Yeah, we gotta update. Does Gojo need a photo? What if it's Gojo Cat and he just sits? No, Cat Gojo. Or Chibi French Gojo?
I made Chibi French Gojo.
She actually made Chibi French, both of them. Both Gojo and Geto. You know, question. Not relevant to what we're talking about, but real question. Why is Jogo's name Jogo? Why did we do that? Why
I
did they have
literally
to be
don't
so
know.
similar?
I have no idea.
Why did he do Gojo and Jogo? Why? For real, why?
Two sides of the same.
They are not!
I know. I was
Do
like,
not hit us with the mirth or fandom energy, okay? Do not do that.
I don't know.
They're literally
you'd
two
have to
sides of the
ask-
same coin, canonically according to John Hurt.
You'd have to ask.
That was also
KJ.
wild casting. The casting of TV shows just blows my mind sometimes.
The casting of random little one-off TV shows blows my mind.
I don't know if I pay enough attention, but I'm always shook when people I know roll up. Like, I was watching iZombie with my dad, which I love that show. Oh, I'm gonna say his name wrong, and I apologize. Raoul. His last name is like, I'm gonna say it the way it looks, and I'm so sorry that I actually don't know the way it's said, but it's Coley. I think Coley, maybe. He plays the lead ME in that show. He's in The Haunting of Bly Manor and in Midnight Mass. He's in both of those.
horror stuff.
Usually. He also does a bunch of video game audio. He's super cool. Not the point, but I think he's cool. Watching that show, here I am living my life. And this dude, the main character ends up, her name's Liv, iconic because she's dead. Liv is dating this guy, and I was like, why do I know this guy? Y'all, it's just Bradley James with black hair.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, oh, that's crazy. But it took me rewatching the show to connect the dots because I'd already seen the show, and then I'd watched
Is he
Merlin.
naturally what?
Blonde.
Oh.
But I saw him in Merlin, and I was like, he looks familiar, but maybe it's just because I've seen enough of these episodes at this point. Then I rewatched iZombie with my dad, and we were both like, oh, it's Arthur!
That's him.
It's Bradley James. Well, and that's how you watch Merlin, and you're like, wait a minute, you were on that one random episode on the train of Doctor Who. Everything just all comes together. Me listening to any English dub, I'm gonna find you.
Ridiculous. Her ability to point out people's voices. It could be like a background character, and all they go is, oh boy, she's like, did you know that that's actually from the 3rd season of Free, this random side character that you also hear in the background, same voice actor. They're also, their mother's cousin was in this show.
All right. My favorite instance of this is in, it's like season 4 or 5 maybe of My Hero Academia. And it's a middle of an Endeavor-based arc. And Endeavor's doing whatever Endeavor does that makes everybody hate him. You just, how they're doing it. And this fan of Endeavor says something. At the time, I had not seen anything else he was in, which is crazy of me because I
Was it Bryce Papenbrook?
No, of course not. No, I would know who that was immediately. No, it was he voices Haru from Free. He's also in Oron, but at the time I hadn't seen Oron. But he opens his mouth and he says something about how like on fire Endeavor is, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's Natsu from Fairy Tail, whose main line is like, now I've got a fire in my belly. That's like Natsu's main line, which took me out when I rewatched Free for the first time because Rina's like, now you've got a fire in you, and I was like, that's the funniest meme ever because Haru's voice actor has, is
The
Natsu.
fire in his belly.
I was like, why do we do this? O to B at Funimation when they record those those dubs and just watch. They're like, hey, would you mind, J. Michael Tatum, just saying a couple random lines for us? Thanks. Christopher Sabat, could you just say this random stuff after you're done doing Dragon Ball and My Hero Academia and hey,
putting in the work.
Hey, Bryce, would you mind like saying all this stuff? Just Bryce Papenbrook with his little spiky hair, living his life.
Guys, it's been fun. However, my webtoon did just update. So
I guess we have to go. We'll see you next time. Tell us what gets you out of your reading slump in the comments though, because I'm always looking for new ideas.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.